Spending 4 hours in a box together every day can make you say crazy things.
When you have balls coming at your face, you want to have enough beers to where you don't care.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
All right, here we go.
I was told I can't play any music like this on Sunday night for Three Doors Down.
DJ Jazzy Jeff Kingman.
It said no knuckle dragging stuff in the copy.
What's knuckle dragging
stuff? I don't know. But
this Linkin Park?
No,
That's
I know.
Regional.
But
That's
it said
a great song.
Upbeat, fun, classic rock, and it gave me.
Oh,
you know what?
my
Let me run
gosh.
over to my desk and find the. I'll give you the example.
The upbeat, fun, classic rock. So they want you to play stuff like Steve Miller Band. They probably want to.
Shook Me All Night Long.
Yes, maybe some upbeat Tom Petty. I know what you're talking about. Gosh, that's lame. I didn't know they were going to give you parameters on exactly what you can and can't play. I mean, I kind of understand that because these things are so overly produced now that they rarely let you just kind of fly by the seat of your pants and see what happens, which is unfortunately, fortunately, that's when some of the best stuff comes out. But when you start putting parameters on everything, that's when
this is the short.
It can be boring. But
please play a variety of rock and roll from the decades: Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith, Metallica.
Okay, 90s.
We can do that. Guns N' Roses, Def Leppard, AC/DC, David Bowie, Stones, Van Halen, Foo Fighters, etc. Please stay away from knuckle-dragging heavy stuff. I don't know what is knuckle-dragging. Is that Slayer?
Yeah. I think that's Slayer.
Is that Lamb of God?
That's Disturbed.
Is it?
It's that kind of stuff. The heavier rock, like mainstream rock and roll. Are you ready? So open the show with some Godsmack, would you? Open your set with some Godsmack.
I wanted to open the show with just put the.
How about this one right here? Oh yeah! All right, Vina Robles!
You know
Get
what I
your
want to do.
knuckles out and drag them on the ground.
You know this is the Better Life 20th anniversary tour. So Three Doors Down is going to be doing in sequence the Better Life album, and then they're going to play some of their other hit songs after they conclude with the Better Life. This is something that's very popular now with concerts as far as the format is concerned. And you know what I want to do? I want to go up there and I want to just put the Better Life CD in and push play.
It'd be the worst thing you could do.
I know. But they'll be talking about it.
Let's see. What else
I won't get paid, but they'll be talking about it.
Oh, you can play seven days.
Yeah, I'll play that.
How about
Here's the deal, okay?
the Kings of Leon?
I want to make this announcement because I don't know if I'm going to be allowed to put signage up there to say this, but I'm making this announcement right now, okay?
All right.
I will have the text line open. So 805-543-3693. If you're going to the show, Jeremy tells you time and time again, save the KZOZ
phone number
in your phone so it's easy to get to so you can win things with us. So if you have that saved in your phone, you're going to the show on Sunday night, then text me a song that you want to hear and I'll try to get it.
Don't make it a knuckle dragger though.
Yeah, this Lamb of God stuff, I'm telling you, I'm on notice from Nederlander.
All right,
Okay.
You know what? I want to say
Nederlander notice.
that how does our new app work? I think you can text through the new app too. Let's see. I opened my mouth. Now.
No, don't.
Message the radio station.
Wow, look at that.
Join your experience. Follow us. VIP features. Join. Okay, what does that mean? Oh, never mind. You got to sign up. All right, I'll sign up. Submit. And there's a whole thing you got to jump through. Just keep the damn. Oh wait, here we go. Join our VIP club. Okay, you know what? Join the VIP club. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, if you haven't joined the VIP club, 805-543-3693, the 805 beer lines, and you can text Jeff while he's on stage, and he will play a song for you.
Well, yeah, if I've access.
They're not providing you microphones?
They are. I'll make announcements and stuff.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I don't know what the announcements will be.
Well, so you can
Party people make some noise. I don't know.
say, hey,
I don't know
you
what
want to hear a
DJs
song?
do.
Text me, and I'll play a song for you because I'm
not
that good at this. I haven't done this in 20 years.
I've not done this in 20 years. And when I do it, it was for weddings. I've never done it for like a crowd of people, especially like It's a lot on my shoulders now that I think about it. At first, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. I'll do anything.
Does it have to be? They really want it to be all classic rock. You can't.
Well, I just told you.
Spice it up a
Foo
little
Fighters,
bit.
Metallica were on there as well. Guns N' Roses. I mean, so it's not like totally classic rock. It's just, play the hits, man. I think that's what they want. I like deep tracks though. What are the odds I get pulled off this bill before it actually
because of this conversation?
Because of this conversation.
I mean, there's a good chance that they'll say, "Yeah, I don't think that's the right choice."
That's not the direction we're looking for. We're going to get. Who's a famous DJ around here? Is there famous DJs around here?
Oh, I'm sure there's the guy that wins the New Times Award every year that I don't know who. I've never heard of him, but he plays house music. I think he looks cool. He's got like curly hair. He wears like scarves and.
Should I try to look cool when I go up there? Like, I don't know.
Yes.
What is looking cool?
Spike your hair up.
It's a Sunday afternoon. I'll probably
Spike your hair
spent
up.
all day in the yard working on stuff.
Get some tinted glasses. Have you seen this? Either pink or green, and then wear those, and wear some real bright colors.
But see, this is what I'm afraid of. I'll be laughed at by the people backstage if I go walking up there like that.
That's okay.
And then that will shoot my confidence, and I need my confidence. Like, I need to be myself in order to have my confidence to pick out the songs.
Putting on a persona. You are playing a character.
I understand the importance of that, but that is not me. That is not me 100%.
Well, yeah, but they didn't. I
mean, likely my hair will be messed up.
Yeah,
because it'll be later in the day, and my hair gets messed up by 1 o'clock.
Really cool gigs if you do it right.
No, it won't.
Yeah.
This is listen, this is a one-off, okay? Nobody's going to walk away from that event and go, "Man, that guy from KZOZ, we got to get him for our next event."
Yeah.
The guy with that laptop, man, he really knows how to work wonders with that laptop.
I'm telling you, you never know what you could turn this into. This could be your
I feel
your
really
next
bad.
side hustle. You could hang up the Uber keys forever.
So I don't I haven't Ubered in a long time. But I might. I always have it as an option if I need to pick up some extra cash. But I'll tell you this. I feel bad because the guy that I borrowed the laptop from, he said as he was showing me how to use his playback DJ system,
because he's a DJ.
He's a DJ. He kept dropping these hints. Man, I always wanted to do something like what you're doing. Like 4 or 5 times he said that.
Oh,
and I'm like,
so hoping you're going to say, "Well, do it then."
I said, "Do you want to come and just like watch?" And he's like, "Oh, no, I wouldn't want to do that." I was like, "You can if you want.
I'll let you hit the space bar to play the next song."
It's awesome. You don't even have to do that.
You're just setting a playlist and let it go. I know. Today we're giving away more tickets to see Black Star at the Siren Saturday night. It's a celebration of David Bowie. Great David Bowie night. Great live music down in Morro Bay. Do that after 8 o'clock and keep listening for Primus and Rush played back to back. And you'll have an opportunity to call in and win tickets to see them October 16th at Vina Robles.
Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Jeff and Jeremy here. Good morning. I hope you're having a great Thursday so far. We're having a great mood. We got Whitney coming up here. She'll be joining us next hour. We'll be talking about Farmers Market. I cannot believe how many vendors they have now. Bigger than it's ever been. And they've got a bunch of new food down there. Of course, live music and all that kind of stuff. But it's
which is awesome.
Really something else.
Continue to support your local businesses. You go to Farmers Market, and not only is it just the vendors that are in the street that are benefiting from it, but the restaurants also benefit greatly from it. So go to Farmers Market, and it's going to be nice. Tonight. It's going to be like postcard day for San Luis Obispo today. So it's, you never know when the summer is going to be yanked out from underneath us. Earlier this week, I thought it was yanked out from us underneath of us early. Thankfully, it's coming back.
Plus, coming up here in like 20, 25 minutes, our buddy Fred Bruen, he's a real estate agent and broker here in town, and we'll talk a little bit about the market and what's going on. If that's something you're still thinking about, if you're thinking about selling, if you're thinking about buying, if you're thinking it's the right time, he's been here, he's been doing it a long time, and so he's going to drop in some advice coming up here in a little bit.
KZOZ.com poll question today. When it comes to carrots, what team are you? Are you full carrot team? And I'll explain what full carrot means in just a moment. Are you baby carrot team?
Baby carrot. Baby carrots are easy. They're peeled. They're ready to go. And if I want to cut them up and put them in a soup or stew or something like that, it's super easy.
Coming
Full
up,
carrots, you got to wash them, you got to peel them, it's a pain in the ass.
Coming up, I'm going to completely change Jeremy's mind on baby carrots.
Don't tell me anything gross about the packaging. I know that.
You.
No, I don't want to hear it.
I'm telling you.
I'm going
This
home.
is the one thing that if you like baby carrots, you might want to go somewhere else. Okay, so this is what you might not know about the baby carrot. The baby carrot is actually the cast-off of the carrot crew. The long carrots that you get with the green stems on the end and the dirt lines in them, those are the premium carrots because those are the ones that weren't deemed not worthy of being full carrots sold. The baby carrots are the when you go to Ross or you go to TJ Maxx and you buy clothes and they're, what is it called? Imperfect or what you buy like a pair of jeans and like one leg's longer than the other.
Okay.
That's what the baby carrot is. The baby carrot is the full-length carrot that was not good enough to be the full-length carrot.
So they made it a baby carrot.
So they chop it off. There is no such thing as a baby carrot. Okay, there's not like a carrot that you are eating when it's younger.
No, I know that. I know that. And I've always known that. That doesn't bother me because produce, just because it looks weird and it's not pretty to look at, doesn't mean it isn't good for you and it doesn't taste good and everything else. And they make that the baby carrot.
So what they should really be called
cut and peeled for you
is downsized carrots. They should be called downsized carrots because that's what they are. And downsized carrots come with unintended consequences. Okay? They tend to be wetter than most veggies in the produce section.
I like that.
The reason why
they're moist and fresh.
They have to put water in the packaging because they are prone to dehydration because their protective shell has been removed. Okay.
Sure. And you notice that like when you buy the vegetable trays at the store, sometimes the carrots will start to get a little white or cracked. And that's because they've been in those vegetable trays for quite a while, and they haven't had that moisture that they have in the package. So
and
that makes sense.
Those have been put into a drum and tossed around in a drum to give them their rounded appearance because, you're chopping off carrots in little stubbies.
Yeah.
Then you've got to round them because otherwise people are going to know that they're the cut off carrots.
I figure they're peeled when you buy a baby carrot.
Yeah, they peel them as well.
Peeled, yeah.
They peeled. What is that called? Is it really peeled?
Yeah, it's
I
called
guess
peeling.
It's peeled carrots. Yeah.
It's like you peel a potato.
And then they add water to that drum as well to give it a shiny appearance.
Doesn't bother me
as they're coming around.
You got anything else?
And if you
bad news bear,
if you have baby carrots that have been sitting in an open bag or on your kitchen counter for a while, the white film that forms is called carrot blush. And that's a normal sign of dehydration. That's what you're talking about in the veggie trays.
Yeah.
Full-size carrots are better for you because their natural skins retain moisture and have more nutrients.
Why are you so interested in this?
More nutrients to them because I think a lot of people are misled. In the same way
you think people think this is really a baby carrot from a baby carrot farm?
Yes, I do. I think I think a majority of people think that these are really infant carrots. These carrots are it's like the veal of the vegetable world. And it's not the veal of the vegetable world. It's just the outcasts that weren't good enough to be real carrots. They're like, okay, we got some odds and ends here. Let's go ahead and make these into something that we can sell. And they put them into a drum and they toss them around with some water. There's a lot that goes into prepping a baby carrot for consumption. But it's really the odds and ends. It's not the real deal. So
yeah, I'm still. You haven't turned me off though. I think the baby carrot's great because to me that carrot has been cut, it's been peeled, it's been cleaned, and it's ready to eat. You buy carrots otherwise, you got to wash them and peel them. But
they're slimy when you get them out of that bag that has the water in them.
They shouldn't be slimy.
Well, sometimes not initially.
I think slimy means they're
not
going
right
bad.
away. But if you keep them in your refrigerator for any period of time, 2-3 days, then they start to become slimy. Slimy carrots.
I would say 2-3 weeks. I don't know, but I don't eat as much.
I'm not pushing it.
I'm not a huge carrot person, so I don't eat as many carrots as I used to.
You dip your carrots
in ranch.
Yeah, that's just cheating.
Well, I don't care.
I mean, not only are you cheating with the carrot,
my wife wrote one of my college
with the vegetable
papers
altogether,
so I could get a good grade in media law. So I mean, whatever, I do what it takes to win, and when I win with ranch
and Outcast Carrots. That's like a softball team name, the Outcast Carrots.
Whoa!
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Jeff and Jeremy here, online, KZOZ.com, your home for the Red Zone Challenge. Brought to you by California RV Outlets and Fred Bruen, the Central Coast Realtor, who's actually hanging out with us today in studio. He's here this morning. He brought us some of his famous. Do we talk about this? Your famous hot sauce?
Sure, go ahead.
Famous hot sauce. He's quite the gardener, and he grows all these great peppers, and then he makes pico de gallo, and he makes sauces, and he does pickled stuff. And I don't know, the last couple of years he's brought us some, so thank you.
Well, you seem to appreciate it, so I'm happy to hand it out.
It's very good.
The red pepper sauce that you make is just it's the right amount. It is like, I don't like super duper spicy, but the flavors in it are incredible.
Well, thank you.
And I just ran out like the other day, so
I'm so sure glad. You would love to talk about
it's football season again.
The fact that you're a realtor, a broker, but we want to talk about your hot sauce because it's so versatile. Because I use it on sushi, I use it on tacos, I use it on pickles. I just get the dill pickle spears that have been sliced. My wife always buys the sliced ones to make sandwiches, and then she's over it. I eat pickles every day. Have you ever had the Grillo's pickles from Costco?
I have not.
They're in a clear plastic tub. Highly recommend it. Right. Best pickle I've ever had. But anyways, I like to put it on pickles as well. So well done there.
Well, when the hot sauce, the day I put it together and it comes out of the pot, it is spicy hot.
Oh, yeah.
But a couple days later, once it's been bottled, it's
chilled
tamed down quite a bit. So I'm still trying to figure out how to
keep the heat.
Keep the heat.
Well,
where
I'll
did
take
you
your non-heat version.
Pinterest, YouTube. Where did you learn to be such a great farmer and a cultivator and producer of these hot sauces and Mexican pico de gallo?
I can blame it all on a woman. I had a girlfriend that was lacking in interest.
Spice?
Interest. No, she needed a hobby.
Okay.
And I suggested baking, and so I got her all the stuff to start baking. And that didn't work. She didn't like it. So I said, gardening. How about gardening? Well, okay. So I get her all the stuff to start a garden. Well, a couple months later, she's gone. She's not my girlfriend anymore, and I got this garden. That was like 13 years ago. I've been gardening ever since.
Wow. Do you ever keep
I'm so glad she left you.
Oh, yeah.
With the ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
Like, thanks for the tip on that.
Yeah, well, just next time you talk to her, say, hey, man, I've got people thanking me that you broke up and left me so I could get into gardening.
I used to have a ponytail. I hooked up with a girl. She convinced me to cut it off, and then she left me.
See?
What the heck?
Yeah, that's why you can't, man. Unless they're going to put a ring on it, I guess. You can't you can't go with the advice, because you never know when they could be gone.
Who's your favorite football team?
I'm a Charger fan.
Oh, okay.
When they announced they were going to play in the new LA stadium at SoFi, I bought season seats, and then COVID hit. And I haven't sat in my seats yet.
Oh, really? Did you buy them this year?
Oh, yeah. I just rolled them over.
Did you go to any of the preseason games?
No, my son went to the Dallas game.
Okay.
He sat in my seats before I did, but that's okay.
Did he take some pictures?
Oh, he took pictures.
Is it amazing?
It's amazing. About a month or 6 weeks ago, I was invited to go down and take a tour of the stadium, and that was awesome because we got to go in the locker rooms and down in the technology room and in the VIP suites.
Oh, okay. So you've been there.
Cool.
You just haven't seen a game yet. Okay.
That's correct. We got to walk and run on the field and kick a football, and that kind of stuff.
You a fantasy football player?
I participate. I pick a team and then I just kind of not pay attention.
Oh, we got to get you in our league.
I'm gearing to be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, no kidding. So,
like that.
Fred is also, like we said, one of our main sponsors for the Red Zone Challenge. This year we're giving away a 50-inch screen TV, a sound bar. Weekly we're giving away prizes to go to the poorhouse up in Paso Robles as well. Plus you get to pick your music. All you have to do is make your picks right now, KZOZ.com. Of course, we still got some time before the first week goes. But get signed up now so you can get in.
Yeah, see how things shake out in the preseason. We've already had, a fair amount of injuries in the preseason. Are you preseason? Like, I feel like they need to make the preseason not so long.
Well, didn't they cut it down to 3 games?
Yeah, but I'm thinking like 2, even 1 game would be enough.
It only takes one play to hurt somebody, so it doesn't really matter, I guess.
I mean, there's a lot of teams that, they have to scramble.
I think it's important for
injuries.
preseason because then you can really get to see some of the young guys and see where they're at. And see, but
that's probably what more preseason's more about is seeing what kind of talent you have.
How are the Chargers going to finish this year?
I think they're going to be contenders, top 10.
Yeah. I think top 10 doesn't necessarily mean the playoffs, though.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll make the playoffs?
See. Well, I'm always hopeful. Always hopeful.
Fred, since you're a realtor, my wife and I have this conversation all the time when we're going to buy a house here. And, we've been talking about the market and how much it's gone up. And I feel like if we just would have got in a couple years ago, is it the time to wait right now? Or do you see continuing prices in this area continuing to surge in the upward trend for the next couple of years?
I get that question and a concern from a lot of prospective buyers. The answer is property values are going to continue to improve over the next 2 or 3 years. Last year, 15%. This year, the experts are looking at 8%. Next year, 6%. The year after that, maybe down to 4 to 3.5 to 4%. Back to where we should be, 3 to 4.5%, 3.5 to 4%. So the answer is we're not at the top of the market. We're going to still see property values improving. If you buy today or 60 days from now, you're still going to gain equity over the next 2 or 3 years. Pretty much.
Do you see a lot of people moving from outside the area to this area? Jeff and I talk about this all the time since the pandemic. A lot of people realize they don't have to live in San Francisco, the Bay Area, the Los Angeles area, and pay those high prices. They could actually live here where it's beautiful. There's less people, less BS and crime, and pay a lot less for their homes.
Yeah, we call it the urban to suburban migration. We've always had it here because we're a destination location. People want to live here. It's beautiful. The problem is employment. The pandemic hit, and it just made that urban to suburban migration explode. And we're seeing it all the time. It certainly was a huge part of the demand that we realized last year. Even though last year, 2020, with COVID, was 2 months off of selling anything, we sold more homes last year than we had any year prior. Property values went up 15%, the highest single year property value appreciation that I can recall. So that's part of it. The low interest rates, urban to suburban migration, still very much a seller's market. We look at absorption rate. So that's the number of available listings versus how quickly they've been selling listings.
What do they turn around in, like within 2 weeks?
Well, right now, our absorption rate is 2.5 months. Okay. So what that means is it would take 2.5 months to sell off everything that we have on the market today if nothing came on the market. A balanced market is considered between 5 and 6 months of inventory. We're at 2.5. Extreme seller's market. Yeah. Anything above 6% is considered a buyer's market. Or 6 months.
Where do the sellers go when they sell their homes here in Paso?
Well, it's all the same stuff. They move up, move down, move in, move out. I mean, all that stuff's happening. People still get divorced. People still get married. They still have babies. Babies leave home. So
it's crazy.
All that stuff continues to happen.
I feel like the people that I've talked to in this area that have sold a house, they're either a lot of them are moving away, but then what you get going on, it seems, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, Fred, is once they go away, and I mean leave the state, they're going to Tennessee or Texas or Idaho or wherever, and then the people from San Francisco and Los Angeles will come in and take their spots in many instances.
We're seeing that, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep. I've been working with people who have moved away and are trying to move back.
Yeah, I think I could see that happening.
Yeah, I showed property just Monday to people who lived in Paso in 1990, 91, moved, quite frankly, around the world, Switzerland, Ireland. They're currently in Iowa, but coming back, and they're kind of realizing a little bit of sticker shock.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially 1990 comparisons.
Yeah, most people coming back to California go, "Whoa, what happened here?"
But it's a very common thing for people that have once lived here before, and this goes for people that even grew up here. They try to find a way to get back because they realize how nice it is to live here.
Yeah.
which leads me to my next question, is if there is a dip for economic purposes because there's talk of inflation and all that stuff, how bulletproof is this area due to its desirability?
Well, I think the desirability of the Central Coast is very strong, and the only real factor that I personally worry about is water. Now, for population's sake, we have enough water to sustain our population. But if we go through several more years of continuous drought, we're going to start losing wineries, and that quality of grape, you probably know better than that, and that concerns me. That aspect of our tourism draw, which is a big part of it,
I got to fix desalination plants.
Out there at Diablo.
80 million gallons a day is what they can do.
That's right. I'm on board with that.
I mean, that's a good start.
Yep.
I don't know. Nobody listens to me. I'm just a dumb DJ. But, I mean, you got something that's built. I mean, the infrastructure to get it to reservoirs would not cost that much money in the grand scheme of things of what it would cost to build another desalination plant.
That's right.
I'm on board with you on this one. I mean, anything to increase the water. Obviously, this water problem is something like we lucked out a few years ago when we had the really, really rainy season. But remember how bad it was leading up to that, and now we're back to that point.
Oh, yeah, we're right back there.
Again.
In 2 years.
Yeah.
3 years, maybe. But, this has been coming on for the last year and a half or so, 2 years. So, anyways. Well, great talking to you, man. Great talking real estate, great talking peppers.
Yeah. Well, thanks for inviting me in,
football.
and thank you guys for letting me help you out with the Red Zone Challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
It's a
that's great.
kick in the pants, and
It's
I
fun.
always have
and you're
fun.
going to be joining us on Thursdays before the games kick off on Thursdays. We're going to be picking the 3 closest games of the week.
Yes.
And we'll figure out punishment for the last place person.
Oh, yeah. There's always one person that has to take a punishment.
There's a guy named Angel from California RV Outlets. He's going to be joining us as well.
Good.
And so we're gonna. It's going to be. I'll work some Chargers games in there because I know you got to take the Chargers.
All right, there goes Fred. How do people find you online? How do they get a hold of you?
805-235-4681.
You have a website?
That phone number is 805-235-4681. Don't you got to say it 2 or 3 times?
Yeah,
right?
you do. You do.
Yeah, the website is fredbruen.com.
Okay.
And lots of
Facebook.
information there. Lots of information, lots of tools.
I got a blog. I got all kinds of
Not
stuff.
everybody remembers phone numbers, but they'll always remember your name, Fred.
Thank you, sir.
FredBruen.com. All right, cool. We'll be right back.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.